فَأْتُوا بِكِتَابِكُمْ إِن كُنتُمْ صَادِقِينَ.
Bring your book if you are truthful.
وَجَعَلُوا بَيْنَهُ وَبَيْنَ الْجِنَّةِ نَسَبًا وَلَقَدْ عَلِمَتِ الْجِنَّةُ إِنَّهُمْ لَمُحْضَرُونَ.
They have established a kinship between Allah and the angels know well that these people will be arraigned as culprits.
Subhanallah amma yasifun.
They say, exalted be Allah above what they attribute to Him.
Illa ibadallahi al-mukhlasin.
All of them except the chosen servants of Allah.
فَإِنَّكُمْ وَمَا تَعْبُدُونَ.
So you and your deities,
مَا أَنْتُمْ عَلَيْهِ بِفَاتِنِينَ.
shall not be able to tempt anyone away from Allah.
إِلَّا مَنْ هُوَ صَالِ الْجَحِيمِ.
Except him who shall roast in the blazing fire.
وَمَا مِنَّا إِلَّا لَهُ مَقَامٌ مَعْلُومٌ.
As for us, there's none but has an appointed station.
وَإِنَّا لَنَحْنُ الصَّافُّونَ.
Verily, we range ourselves in rows as humble servants.
وَإِنَّا لَنَحْنُ الْمُسَبِّحُونَ.
And we are of those who glorify Allah.
وَإِن كَانُوا لَيَقُولُونَ.
They used to say before,
لو أن عندنا ذكرا من الأولين.
if only we had the reminder which had been granted to the people of yore,
لكنا عباد الله المخلصين.
we would surely have been Allah's chosen servants.
فكفروا به فسوف يعلمون.
But when it came to them, they rejected it. They shall soon come to know the end of such an attitude.
وَلَقَدْ سَبَقَتْ كَلِمَتُنَا لِعِبَادِنَا الْمُرْسَلِينَ. We
have already given our promise to our messengers.
إِنَّهُمْ لَهُمُ الْمَنْصُورُونَ.
that they shall certainly be succored.
وَإِنَّ جُنْدَنَا لَهُمُ الْغَالِبُونَ.
And that our hosts shall triumph.
فَتَوَلَّ عَنْهُمْ حَتَّى حِينٍ.
So, O Prophet, leave them alone for a while.
وَأَبْصِرْهُمْ فَسَوْفَ يُبْصِرُونَ.
And see, and soon they too shall see.
أَفَبِعَذَابِنَا يَسْتَعْجِلُونَ.
Do they seek to hasten our chastisement?
فَإِذَا نَزَلَ بِسَاحَتِهِمْ فَسَاءَ صَبَاحُ الْمُنذَرِينَ.
When that chastisement will descend upon their courtyard, evil shall that day be for those who had been warned.
وَتَوَلَّ عَنْهُمْ حَتَّى حِينٍ.
Leave them alone for a while.
وَأَبْصِرْ فَسَوْفَ يُبْصِرُونَ.
And see, and they too shall soon see.
سبحان ربك رب العزة عما يصفون.
Exalted be your Lord, the Lord of glory above what they attribute to Him.
وَسَلَامٌ عَلَى الْمُرْسَلِينَ
And peace be upon the messengers.
وَالْحَمْدُ لِلَّهِ رَبِّ الْعَالَمِينَ
And all praise be to Allah, the Lord of the universe.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم
In the name of Allah, the most merciful, the most compassionate.
صاد والقرآن ذي الذكر
Sad, and by the Quran full of exhortation.
بل الذين كفروا في عزة وشقاق
Nay, but the unbelievers are steeped in arrogance and stubborn defiance.
كم أهلكنا من قبلهم من قرن فنادوا ولا حين مناص
How many a nation did we destroy before them? When they approached their doom, they cried out for deliverance, but the time for deliverance was already past.
وعجبوا أن جاءهم منذر منهم وقال الكافرون هذا ساحر كذاب
They wondered that a warner had come to them from among themselves, and the deniers of the truth said, "This is a sorcerer and a big liar."
أجعل الآلهة إلها واحدا إن هذا لشيء عجاب
Has he made the gods one single god? This is truly astounding.
فانطلق الملأ منهم أن امشوا واصبروا على آلهتكم إن هذا لشيء يراد
And the elders among them went forth saying, "Go ahead and be steadfast in adhering to your deities. What is being said is with a design.
ما سمعنا بهذا في الملة الآخرة إن هذا إلا اختلاق
We have not heard this in the religious community close to our time. This is nothing but a fabrication.
أأنزل عليه الذكر من بيننا بل هم في شك من ذكري بل لما يذوقوا عذاب
Has this exhortation been sent down among us only to him, to the exclusion of all others? Nay, they are in doubt regarding my exhortation, and are saying all this because they have not yet had any taste of my chastisement.
أم عندهم خزائن رحمة ربك العزيز الوهاب
Do they possess the treasures of your Lord, the Most Mighty, the Great Bestower?
أم لهم ملك السماوات والأرض وما بينهما فليرتقوا في الأسباب
Or do they possess the dominion of the heavens and the earth, and of all that is in between them? If so, let them ascend the heights of the realm of causation and see.
جند ما هنالك مهزوم من الأحزاب
This is only a small army out of the several armies that will suffer defeat here.
كذبت قبلهم قوم نوح وعاد وفرعون ذو الأوتاد
Before them the people of Noah, Ad and Pharaoh of the 10 pegs gave the lie to the messengers.
وثمود وقوم لوط وأصحاب الأيكة أولئك الأحزاب.
And so did Thamud and the people of Lot and the people of Aika. These were all leagued together.
إن كل إلا كذب الرسل فحق عقاب.
Each of them gave the lie to messengers, and my decree of chastisement came upon them.
وما ينظر هؤلاء إلا صيحة واحدة ما لها من فواق.
They are waiting for nothing except a single cry, after which there'll be no second cry.
وقالوا ربنا عجل لنا قطنا قبل يوم الحساب.
They say, Our Lord, hasten to us our share of chastisement before the day of reckoning.
اصبر على ما يقولون واذكر عبدنا داود ذا الأيد إنه أواب.
O Prophet, bear with patience what they say, and call to mind our servant David, who was endowed with great strength, and who constantly turned to Allah.
إنا سخرنا الجبال معه يسبحن بالعشي والإشراق.
With him we had subjected the mountains, that they join him in celebrating Allah's glory, evening and morning.
والطير محشورة كل له أواب.
And the birds too in their flocks, and turn again and again to celebrating Allah's glory.
وشددنا ملكه وآتيناه الحكمة وفصل الخطاب.
And we strengthened his kingdom and endowed him with wisdom and decisive judgment.
وهل أتاك نبأ الخصم إذ تسوروا المحراب.
Has the story of the litigants reached you, of those who entered his private chambers by climbing over the wall?
إذ دخلوا على داود ففزع منهم قالوا لا تخف خصمان بغى بعضنا على بعض فاحكم بيننا بالحق ولا تشطط واهدنا إلى سواء الصراط.
As they came upon David, and he was frightened of them, they said, Be not afraid, we are just two litigants. One of us has committed excess against the other. So judge rightly between us, and be not unjust, and guide us to the right way.
إن هذا أخي له 99 نعجة ولي نعجة واحدة فقال أكفلنيها وعزني في الخطاب.
Behold, this is my brother, he has 99 ewes, and I have only 1 ewe. And yet he said, Give her into my charge, and he got the better of me in argument.
قال لقد ظلمك بسؤال نعجتك إلى نعاجه وإن كثيرا من الخلطاء ليبغي بعضهم على بعض إلا الذين آمنوا وعملوا الصالحات وقليل ما هم وظن داود أنما فتناه فاستغفر ربه وخر راكعا وأناب.
David said, "He has certainly wronged you in seeking to add your you to his yous. And indeed, many who live together commit excesses one to the other, except those that believe and act righteously, and they are but few." While so saying, David realized that it is we who have put him to test. Therefore, he sought the forgiveness of his Lord and fell down bowing and penitently turning to him.
فغفرنا له ذلك وإن له عندنا لزلفى وحسن مآب.
Thereupon we forgave him his shortcoming, and indeed an exalted position of nearness awaits him, and an excellent resort.
يا داود إنا جعلناك خليفة في الأرض فاحكم بين الناس بالحق ولا تتبع الهوى فيضلك عن سبيل الله إن الذين يضلون عن سبيل الله لهم عذاب شديد بما نسوا يوم الحساب.
We said to him, "O David, we have appointed you vicegerent on earth. Therefore rule among people with justice, and do not follow your desire, lest it should lead you astray from Allah's path. Allah's severe chastisement awaits those who stray away from Allah's path, for they had forgotten the day of reckoning."
وما خلقنا السماء والأرض وما بينهما باطلا ذلك ظن الذين كفروا فويل للذين كفروا من النار.
We did not create this heaven and earth and all that lies between them in vain. That is the fancy of those who denied the truth. So woe from the fire to all who deny the truth.
أم نجعل الذين آمنوا وعملوا الصالحات كالمفسدين في الأرض أم نجعل المتقين كالفجار.
Shall we then treat alike those that believe and act righteously and those that create mischief on earth, or treat alike the God-fearing and the wicked?
كتاب أنزلناه إليك مبارك ليدبروا آياته وليتذكر أولو الألباب.
This is the blessed book that we have revealed to you, O Muhammad, that people with understanding may reflect over its verses, and those with understanding derive a lesson.
ووهبنا لداود سليمان نعم العبد إنه أواب.
We bestowed upon David an illustrious son, Solomon. How excellent a servant of ours he was. Indeed, he constantly turned to us in devotion.
إذ عرض عليه بالعشي الصافنات الجياد.
And when one evening well-trained and running horses of noble breed were brought to him,
فقال إني أحببت حب الخير عن ذكر ربي حتى توارت بالحجاب.
He said, "Lo, I have come to love this wealth on account of the remembrance of my Lord." And when the horses disappeared,
ردوها علي فطفق مسحا بالسوق والأعناق.
he ordered, "Bring these horses back to me." And then he began to gently stroke their shanks and necks.
وَلَقَدْ فَتَنَّا سُلَيْمَانَ وَأَلْقَيْنَا عَلَى كُرْسِيِّهِ جَسَدًا ثُمَّ أَنَابَ.
Surely we put Solomon to the test and cast upon his throne a mere body. Thereupon he penitently turned to us.
قال رب اغفر لي وهب لي ملكا لا ينبغي لأحد من بعدي إنك أنت الوهاب.
He said, My Lord, forgive me and bestow upon me a kingdom such as none other after me will deserve. Surely you are the bounteous giver.
فسخرنا له الريح تجري بأمره رخاء حيث أصاب.
We subjected the wind to him so that it blew gently at his bidding wherever he directed it.
والشياطين كل بناء وغواص.
And we also subjected the devils to him, all kinds of builders and divers.
وآخرين مقرنين في الأصفاد.
And others that were bound with chains.
هذا عطاؤنا فامنن أو أمسك بغير حساب.
This is our bestowal, so give or withhold as you wish without account.
وإن له عندنا لزلفى وحسن مآب.
Indeed, an exalted position of nearness awaits him, and an excellent resort.
واذكر عبدنا أيوب إذ نادى ربه أني مسني الشيطان بنصب وعذاب.
And remember our servant Job when he cried to his Lord, Behold, Satan has afflicted me with much hardship and suffering.
اركض برجلك هذا مغتسل بارد وشراب.
We commanded him, Stamp your foot on earth, and here is cool water to wash with and to drink.
ووهبنا له أهله ومثلهم معهم رحمة منا وذكرى لأولي الألباب.
And we granted to him his family, and also the like of them as a mercy from us, and as a reminder to people of understanding.
وخذ بيدك ضغثا فاضرب به ولا تحنث إنا وجدناه صابرا نعم العبد إنه أواب.
And we said to him, Take in your hand a bundle of rushes, and strike with it, and do not break your oath. Indeed, we found him steadfast. How excellent a servant of ours he was. Indeed, he constantly turned to his Lord.
واذكر عبادنا إبراهيم وإسحاق ويعقوب أولي الأيدي والأبصار.
And remember our servants Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. They were endowed with great strength and vision.
إنا أخلصناهم بخالصة ذكر الدار.
Verily, we exalted them in consideration of a sterling quality, their remembrance of the abode of the hereafter.
وإنهم عندنا لمن المصطفين الأخيار.
In our sight, they are among the chosen and excellent ones.
واذكر إسماعيل واليسع وذا الكفل وكل من الأخيار.
And remember Ishmael, Elisha, and Dhul-Kifl. All were of the best.
هذا ذكر وإن للمتقين لحسن مآب.
This was a remembrance. An excellent retreat awaits the God-fearing.
جنات عدن مفتحة لهم الأبواب.
Everlasting gardens with gates wide open for them.
متكئين فيها يدعون فيها بفاكهة كثيرة وشراب.
Wherein they shall recline, wherein they shall ask for abundant fruit and drinks.
وعندهم قاصرات الطرف أتراب.
And wherein there shall be with them well-matched bashful mates.
هذا ما توعدون ليوم الحساب.
All this is what you are promised for the day of judgment.
إن هذا لرزقنا ما له من نفاد.
This is our provision for you, never to end.
هذا وإن للطاغين لشر مآب.
All this is for the God-fearing, but for the transgressors an evil resort awaits them.
جهنم يصلونها فبئس المهاد.
Hell, where they will be roasted, an evil place to dwell.
هذا فليذوقوه حميم وغساق.
All this is for them, so let them taste boiling water and pus.
وآخر من شكله أزواج.
And other sufferings of the kind.
هذا فوج مقتحم معكم لا مرحبا بهم إنهم صالوا النار.
Observing their followers advancing to hell, they will say among themselves, "This is a troop rushing into you. There's no welcome for them. They are destined to roast in the fire."
قالوا بل أنتم لا مرحبا بكم أنتم قدمتموه لنا فبئس القرار.
They will reply, "Rather, no welcome to you. You will roast in hell. It is you who led us to this end. What an evil resort."
قالوا ربنا من قدم لنا هذا فزده عذابا ضعفا في النار.
They will say, "Our Lord, give twofold punishment in the fire to him who has led us to this."
وقالوا ما لنا لا نرى رجالا كنا نعدهم من الأشرار.
They will say to one another, "But why do not we see those whom we considered among the wicked?
أتخذناهم سخريا أم زاغت عنهم الأبصار.
Is it that we mistakenly made fun of them, or have they disappeared from our sight?"
إن ذلك لحق تخاصم أهل النار.
Verily, all this is true. This is how the inmates of the fire will dispute among themselves.
قل إنما أنا منذر وما من إله إلا الله الواحد القهار.
Tell them, O Prophet, I am nothing but a warner. There's no deity but Allah, the One, the Supreme.
رب السماوات والأرض وما بينهما العزيز الغفار.
The Lord of the heavens and the earth and all that is in between them, the most mighty, the most forgiving.
قل هو نبأ عظيم.
Say, this is a tiding of tremendous import.
أنتم عنه معرضون.
From which you are turning away.
ما كان لي من علم بالملأ الأعلى إذ يختصمون.
Tell them, I had no knowledge of the High Council when they were disputing.
إن يوحى إلي إلا أنما أنا نذير مبين.
I'm told about matters by means of revelation only because I am a clear warner.
إذ قال ربك للملائكة إني خالق بشرا من طين.
When your Lord said to the angels, Verily, I am creating a human being from clay.
فإذا سويته ونفخت فيه من روحي فقعوا له ساجدين.
After I have created him and breathed into him of my spirit, fall you down, prostrating yourselves to him.
فسجد الملائكة كلهم أجمعون.
Then the angels, all of them, prostrated themselves before Adam.
إلا إبليس استكبر وكان من الكافرين.
Except Iblis. He waxed proud and became one of the unbelievers.
قال يا إبليس ما منعك أن تسجد لما خلقت بيدي أستكبرت أم كنت من العالين.
The Lord said, O Iblis, what prevented you from prostrating yourself before him, whom I created of my two hands? Are you waxing proud, or fancy yourself to be too exalted?
قال أنا خير منه خلقتني من نار وخلقته من طين.
He replied, I am nobler than he. You created me from fire and created him from clay.
قال فاخرج منها فإنك رجيم.
He said, Get out of here. Surely you are accursed.
وإن عليك لعنتي إلى يوم الدين.
And my curse shall remain upon you till the day of resurrection.
قال رب فأنظرني إلى يوم يبعثون.
Satan said, My Lord, then grant me respite till the day that they are raised up.
قال فإنك من المنظرين.
He said, You are of those who have been granted respite.
إلى يوم الوقت المعلوم.
Till the day whose hour I know.
قال فبعزتك لأغوينهم أجمعين.
Iblis said, By your glory I shall mislead them all,
إلا عبادك منهم المخلصين.
except those of your servants, the chosen ones from amongst them.
قال فالحق والحق أقول.
He, that is Allah, said, This is the truth, and I only speak the truth.
لأملأن جهنم منك وممن تبعك منهم أجمعين.
I will certainly fill the Gehenna with you, and with all those among them who follow you.
قل ما أسألكم عليه من أجر وما أنا من المتكلفين.
O Prophet, tell them, I do not ask you for any recompense for the performance of this task, nor am I given to affectation.
إن هو إلا ذكر للعالمين.
This is nothing but an admonition for all people the world over.
وَلَتَعْلَمُنَّ نَبَأَهُ بَعْدَ حِينٍ.
You will know the truth of the matter after a while.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
In the name of Allah, the most merciful, the most compassionate.
تنزيل الكتاب من الله العزيز الحكيم.
The revelation of this book is from Allah, the most mighty, the most wise.
إنا أنزلنا إليك الكتاب بالحق فاعبد الله مخلصا له الدين.
O Prophet, it is we who have revealed this book to you with truth. So serve only Allah, consecrating your devotion to Him.
ألا لله الدين الخالص والذين اتخذوا من دونه أولياء ما نعبدهم إلا ليقربونا إلى الله زلفى إن الله يحكم بينهم فيما هم فيه يختلفون إن الله لا يهدي من هو كاذب كفار.
No religion is exclusively devoted to Allah. Your religion is entirely consecrated to Him. As for those who have taken others than Allah for their guardians, they say, we worship them only that they may bring us nearer to Allah. Allah will judge between them concerning what they differ about. Verily, Allah does not guide anyone who is given to share lying, is an utter unbeliever.
لو أراد الله أن يتخذ ولدا لاصطفى مما يخلق ما يشاء سبحانه هو الله الواحد القهار.
If Allah had wanted to take to Himself a son, He could have chosen anyone He wanted out of those whom He creates. Glory be to Him that He should have a son. He is Allah, the One, the Overpowering.
خلق السماوات والأرض بالحق يكفر الليل على النهار ويكفر النهار على الليل وسخر الشمس والقمر كل يجري لأجل مسمى ألا هو العزيز الغفار.
He created the heavens and the earth with truth, and He folds up the day over the night, and folds up the night over the day. He has subjected the sun and the moon, each is running its course until an appointed time. Lo, He is the most mighty, the most forgiving.
خلقكم من نفس واحدة ثم جعل منها زوجها وأنزل لكم من الأنعام 8 أزواج يخلقكم في بطون أمهاتكم خلقا من بعد خلق في ظلمات 3 ذلكم الله ربكم له الملك لا إله إلا هو فأنى تصرفون.
He it is who created you from a single being, and He it is who made from it its mate. He it is who created for you 8 heads of cattle in pairs. He creates you in your mother's wombs, giving you one form after another in 3-fold depths of darkness. That then is Allah, your Lord. His is the kingdom. There is no God but He. So whence are you being turned astray?
إن تكفروا فإن الله غني عنكم ولا يرضى لعباده الكفر وإن تشكروا يرضه لكم ولا تزر وازرة وزر أخرى ثم إلى ربكم مرجعكم فينبئكم بما كنتم تعملون إنه عليم بذات الصدور.
If you disbelieve, know well that Allah has no need of you, yet He does not like unbelief in His servants. But if you are thankful, your thankfulness will please Him. No one shall bear another's burden. You are destined to return to your Lord, and He will tell you what you used to do. He is well aware even of what lies hidden in your breasts.
وَإِذَا مَسَّ الْإِنسَانَ ضُرٌّ دَعَا رَبَّهُ مُنِيبًا إِلَيْهِ ثُمَّ إِذَا خَوَّلَهُ نِعْمَةً مِّنْهُ نَسِيَ مَا كَانَ يَدْعُو إِلَيْهِ من قبل وجعل لله أندادا ليضل عن سبيله قل تمتع بكفرك قليلا إنك من أصحاب النار.
When any affliction befalls man, he cries out to his Lord, penitently turning to Him. But when his Lord bestows His favor upon him, he forgets the affliction regarding which he had cried out, and sets up compeers to Allah, that they may lead others astray from His path. Say, O Prophet, enjoy your unbelief for a while. Surely you will be among the inmates of the fire.
أَمَّنْ هُوَ قَانِتٌ آنَاءَ اللَّيْلِ سَاجِدًا وَقَائِمًا يَحْذَرُ الْآخِرَةَ وَيَرْجُو رَحْمَةَ رَبِّهِ قُلْ هَلْ يَسْتَوِي الَّذِينَ يَعْلَمُونَ وَالَّذِينَ لَا يَعْلَمُونَ إِنَّمَا يَتَذَكَّرُ أُولُو الْأَلْبَابِ.
Is such a person preferable, or he who is obedient and prostrates himself in the watches of the night, stands in prayer, is fearful of the hereafter, and looks forward to the mercy of his Lord? Ask them, are those who know equal to those who do not know? Only those endowed with understanding take heed.
قُلْ يَا عِبَادِيَ الَّذِينَ آمَنُوا اتَّقُوا رَبَّكُمْ لِلَّذِينَ أَحْسَنُوا فِي هَذِهِ الدُّنْيَا حَسَنَةٌ وَأَرْضُ اللَّهِ وَاسِعَةٌ إِنَّمَا يُوَفَّى الصَّابِرُونَ أَجْرَهُمْ بِغَيْرِ حِسَابٍ.
Tell them, O Prophet, O you servants of mine, who believe, have fear of your Lord. a good end awaits those who did good in this world. Allah's earth is spacious. Verily, those who persevere shall be granted their reward beyond all reckoning.
قل إني أمرت أن أعبد الله مخلصا له الدين.
Tell them, O Prophet, I am bidden to serve Allah, consecrating my devotion to Him.
وأمرت لأن أكون أول المسلمين.
And I am bidden to be the first of those who surrender to Him.
قل إني أخاف إن عصيت ربي عذاب يوم عظيم.
Say, if I disobey my Lord, I fear the chastisement of an awesome day.
قل الله أعبد مخلصا له ديني.
Say, Allah alone shall I serve, consecrating my devotion to Him.
فاعبدوا ما شئتم من دونه قل إن الخاسرين الذين خسروا أنفسهم وأهليهم يوم القيامة ألا ذلك هو الخسران المبين.
So serve, apart from Him, whomsoever you please. Say, behold, the real losers shall be those who will have lost their own selves and their kith and kin on the day of resurrection. Behold, that is the obvious loss.
لهم من فوقهم غلل من النار ومن تحتهم غلل ذلك يخوف الله به عباده يا عباد فاتقون.
There shall be sheets of fire above them and beneath them. This is the end against which Allah warns His servants. So dread my wrath, O you servants of mine.
والذين اجتنبوا الطاغوت أن يعبدوها وأنابوا إلى الله لهم البشرى فبشر عباد.
On the other hand, good tidings await those who eschew serving false gods and penitently return to Allah. O Prophet, give good tidings to my servants.
الذين يستمعون القول فيتبعون أحسنه أولئك الذين هداهم الله وأولئك هم أولو الألباب.
To those who pay heed to what is said and follow the best of it, they are the ones whom Allah has guided to the right way. They are the ones endowed with understanding.
أفمن حق عليه كلمة العذاب أفأنت تنقذ من في النار.
O Prophet, can you save him from chastisement against whom the sentence of chastisement has become due, him who has, as it were, already fallen into the fire?
لكن الذين اتقوا ربهم لهم غرف من فوقها غرف مبنية تجري من تحتها الأنهار وعد الله لا يخلف الله الميعاد.
But those who fear their Lord shall have lofty mansions built over one another, beneath which rivers flow. This is Allah's promise, and never does Allah fail to fulfill His promise.
ألم تر أن الله أنزل من السماء ماء فسلكه ينابيع في الأرض في الأرض ثم يخرج به زرعا مختلفا ألوانه ثم يهيج فتراه مصفرا ثم يجعله حطاما إن في ذلك لذكرى لأولي الألباب.
Do you not see that Allah sent down water from the sky, then made it flow on earth as springs and streams and rivers? And then with it He brings forth vegetation of various hues. Then this vegetation ripens and dries up, turning yellow, whereafter He reduces it to broken straw. Surely there is a lesson in this for those endowed with understanding.
أفمن شرح الله صدره للإسلام فهو على نور من ربه فويل للقاسية قلوبهم من ذكر الله أولئك في ضلال مبين.
Can he whose breast Allah has opened up for Islam and who is thus moving along a path illumined by a light from Allah be likened to him who derives no lesson from what he observes? Woe then to those whose hearts were further hardened after Allah's admonition. Such are indeed in obvious error.
الله نزل أحسن الحديث كتابا متشابها مثانية تقشعر منه جلود الذين يخشون ربهم ثم تلين جلودهم وقلوبهم إلى ذكر الله ذلك هدى الله يهدي به من يشاء ومن يضلل الله فما له من هاد.
Allah has revealed the best teaching, a self-consistent book, which repeats its contents in manifold forms, whereat shiver the skins of those that hold their Lord in awe, and then their skins and their hearts soften for Allah's remembrance. That is Allah's guidance, wherewith He guides whosoever He pleases, and he whom Allah does not guide to the right path has none to guide him.
أفمن يتقي بوجهه سوء العذاب يوم القيامة وقيل للظالمين ذوقوا ما كنتم تكسبون.
How woeful is the plight of him who has nothing except his face to shield him from severe chastisement on the day of resurrection. Such evildoers shall be told, taste now the consequence of your deeds.
كذب الذين من قبلهم فأتاهم العذاب من حيث لا يشعرون.
Their predecessors gave the lie to the truth, and then chastisement came upon them from whence they could not imagine.
فأذاقهم الله الخزي في الحياة الدنيا ولعذاب الآخرة أكبر لو كانوا يعلمون.
So Allah made them taste degradation in the life of this world, and certainly the chastisement of the hereafter will be much more grievous. Would that they knew.
وَلَقَدْ وَرَبْنَا لِلنَّاسِ فِي هَذَا الْقُرْآنِ مِنْ كُلِّ مَثَلٍ لَعَلَّهُمْ يَتَذَكَّرُونَ.
We have indeed propounded for mankind all kinds of parables in this Quran, that they may take heed.
قرآنا عربيا غير ذي عوج لعلهم يتقون.
It is an Arabic Quran free of all crookedness, that they may guard against their evil end.
ضرب الله مثلا رجلا فيه شركاء متشاكسون ورجلا سلما لرجل هل يستويان مثلا الحمد لله بل أكثرهم لا يعلمون.
Allah propounds a parable. There's a man whose ownership is shared by several quarrelsome masters, each pulling him to himself. And there's another who is exclusively owned by one man. Can the two be alike? All praise and thanks be to Allah, but most of them are unaware.
إنك ميت وإنهم ميتون.
O Prophet, you are destined to die, and they too are destined to die.
ثم إنكم يوم القيامة عند ربكم تختصمون.
Then eventually all of you will contend before your Lord on the day of resurrection,